action. Watch how I react. Fight back, stay down. Now we taking on. Got the flight. Promise you if anybody can, homie, I can. Get the right man. Baby, I'm my own hype man. Yeah. Run it back, 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 ooh, run it back, run it back, run it back, run it back. About to snap, take a photograph. Run it back, make it to the runs. Run it back when I told it right. I'll be back, make another back. Ultra fast. I ain't with the boat to dash. Run it back, running back. Face back with the shoulder pads. Run it back, watch your back.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are a mile high at Broncos Stadium in Denver, Colorado. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Denver Broncos. And off we go from Denver. From his end zone, Marvin Mims. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. On first down, Stidham. His throw incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Three down. Pace. Let's go. Trap 60. Go.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Stidham. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The catch and run going to wind up netting him 33 yards.
All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. Does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup.
From the 43, here's 2nd down at a yard.
Bronco 80. Warrior 70. Turn up.
Here's Stidham to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Jalen Virgil, 43 yards. And the Broncos get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
You know, as a head coach, you can't hide everything from your team. They know that people think that they're not supposed to be on the field with them. So they designed a heck of a game plan, didn't they? Nice fast start, get out after them, and maybe let everyone know that they're here to compete.
And get this home crowd behind them early as well.
Yeah, that's a huge part of it, isn't it? Because if you get the home crowd involved, sometimes you can ride that wave, and that gives you a little added pep.
Lutz with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
Calling a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a third and about 5.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Mike's 47. Tackles. 15. 47's the Mike. Focus, defense, focus.
Now Mahomes. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field.
Say, Rimley. Big gap.
Going for it with McKinnon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
Check 52. He's coming. We got double up.
They run once more with McKinnon. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
Baron Browning, the one who brought him down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now 2nd and 5.
Hey, defense, let's go. Check 9. Check 99. 49's the Mike.
On the ground, it's Gray. 7 yards there and a first down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 47.
Check your hot read. Switch.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll work down inside the 45. Here's 2nd and 7.
Hey, check back 47. Check back 47. Coming to you. Check. Yellow. Hey, 15.
Now they'll throw with Mahomes. And the Broncos get there and take him down. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up 3rd down on the sack. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Chiefs with the football as we start the 2nd quarter. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. On play action, it's Mahomes. Buying time to his left. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Alex Singleton making the play defensive.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. On is the punter, Townsend, as he gets this one away. Now, this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Well, just 2 series in here, Charles, but everything's gone to script so far. They got a touchdown on their first drive. Their defense holds, and now they've got a chance to take a 2-score lead.
And to co-sign with you, exactly the start they scripted up. And really, that kind of start, that can set the tone for the game for them.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Now a toss left side. It's Williams. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4. On the toss, here's Williams. And shedding through the tackle. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. They run it again with Williams. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Stidham. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 33. They try the left side here with Williams. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
2 tights, 2 tights. 3 down, 3 down. Here we go. 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Double tight, guys, double tight. Hey, 4 down, 4 down. 19 Lion.
Stidham. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A gain of 8 there on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down.
Jim. He's coming. Double up.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the 1st before he's brought down. And now an audible here into something else. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4. 2nd and 6. Stidham. This will be caught just inside the 10. And the Broncos are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there.
And Williams is in. Touchdown, Broncos. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Broncos will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Another impressive drive, so they're 2 for 2, 2 touchdowns. Charles, a great start to this ball game for them.
And one of the words that's really worked its way into our lexicon is stacking. They've stacked momentum each time out, not only on offense. Between those touchdowns, defense held, forced to punt to get the ball back, and they've played awfully well in this one. Both sides playing at optimum level.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone.
And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And Charles, you're down multiple scores, less than a minute left here. But with that deficit, they've got to try to at least work their way into field goal range to try to muster something out of this drive.
And I'm going to go ahead and date myself one more time because I'm going to quote an old Smokey and the Bandit lyric. They've got a long way to go and a short time to get there. But they still have time to get it done. So I'm looking forward to watching them mount this drive and see if they can get some points out of it.
Now McKinnon to start the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. In motion left, Hardman.
47 to Mike, boys, 47. Check, 47. Watch the run. They're running it. Come back. Check Mike 47. Check Mike 47.
Here's Mahomes to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
The quarterback got away with one there. Looked like he was in line for a pick, but instead it's knocked harmlessly to the turf.
47's a Mike. 47's a Mike. Watch twist. Rush in. Yo, go. Watch safety creep. Watch safety creeping. Safety's creeping.
They'll look to pick it up with McKinnon. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
47's the mic. 47's the mic.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Hero 15. 47's the mic, boys. 47. Check. 47. Hey, I'm coming.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 41. Well, Charles, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. A 2-touchdown game. 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now, they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Mahomes to throw on second down. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down.
Yellow. 47's the mic. 47's the mic. Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come get some. Come out here. Come get some.
Now here's Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Meanwhile, Mahomes throw into the hands here of Hardman.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Straight ahead they go with McKinnon. They nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Flushed out right.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Hey, 43.
47's the mic. 47's the mic. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
Yellow.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. Catch is made by Hardman. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 37 yards.
And the Chiefs are back within a score.
That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And that'll make our score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
They'll get this down to the 38.
He was hoping to get to the edge, but they did a really nice job of forcing him back inside. That's excellent fundamental defensive football. Don't let them outside where they can really shred your defense.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Check 49. Check 49.
They'll stay on the ground with Williams.
And everyone on their assignment defensively there as he'll be taken down behind the line. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play backwards a yard.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive, not much sense.
They like to get those jump balls.
Hey, we got tight left.
Now it's Stidham. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7.
So 3 points, response there to that opening touchdown of this third quarter.
And that's an important 3, both in terms of adding to your lead, but also in letting the other guys know you're not going to just come out in the second half and take over.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And really, Charles, not much of a surprise that they're losing. They just haven't been able to get much of anything going in the pass game. And as you well know, in today's NFL, if the passing game isn't working, usually not much else is working either.
You're exactly right about that, partner. And I know that right now the easy answer would be, hey, let's run the football. But that might not be everything you need. So despite the fact that they've struggled throwing it, they've got to find some type of a play, multiple plays, that puts the ball in the air and allows for them to have some success.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Throwing is Mahomes on third. That's complete. It's Travis Kelce. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And they're indeed going to go for it here on fourth down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
Sponge, sponge, sponge. No, no, no. Check.
Now Gray. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. Remember, that was fourth and a full 2 yards. There's a big difference between that and fourth and maybe 6 inches or a yard.
Yeah, you're exactly right, because when it's that 6 inches, you just fall forward and you pick it up, right? You just go quarterback sneak. But having to move bodies, that means you actually have to execute because they know what you're going to do. How are you going to make the right play call and get everyone into the right spot and win at the line of scrimmage? That's what they did there.
And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Watch the twist, watch the twist. 47's the mic, boys, 47. Check, 47.
From the gun on third down, Mahomes. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. Well, time, certainly not on their side offensively. They had to take some chances, but that interception will further hinder their already slim chance at victory.
Yeah, and you're talking about time not on their side, but it certainly is on the defense's side, and they understood that. They knew they had to press it a little bit, and they planned accordingly, and what a benefit for them, able to pick that one off and hopefully put this game away.
18, Pioneer. Even, 4 down, even.
79 Bronco.
After the interception, here's Stidham. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. 2-score game here in the
the fourth, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
So after the INT, here's Mahomes. Completes it to Hardman. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
McKinnon. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, second and goal.
49, guys. Mike.
From the gun, it's Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 3 yards out.
And the Chiefs have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
I certainly like what he did right there because he smartly wanted to avoid forcing anything downfield because nothing appeared to be open. Nice harmless slide there to avoid the big hit, and he gets a small gain on the play.
Now left side on the swing pass. And shutting him off, now open field. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
Bring it. Watch twist, watch twist, watch twist. Twist, twist. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Watch twist. Watch twist.
Hey, check 24.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
It was Leo Chanel who got in to drop him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
And the Chiefs are going to signal for and be granted another timeout, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Here is third and quite a ways.
He's tight right here. He's tight on the right. Tight on the right. Alert. Alert. 3. Buffalo 18. Go.
Now Stidham. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
Here's Riley Dixon now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. James now to return. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. All told, a 54-yard punt, 13 on the return. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. This is 1st and 10.
Get him. Mike's 47. Mike's 47.
Yellow. Watch the run. Watch the run.
47's a Mike. 47's a Mike.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me. Right back.
Mahomes to throw it. Complete. Valdez-Scantling. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Just the one timeout remaining as they try to navigate this 2-minute drill. 1st and 10.
47 right. 47 Mike. Mike 47. I'm coming for you. You mine.
47's the Mike. 47's the Mike. Night, night, sweetheart.
Hey, 43, 43, 15.
47's the Mike, boys. 47.
Mahomes.
Twist.
Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Stopped at the 35-yard line. Well, you knew you had to take some chances here with the clock winding down, needing a touchdown to win it, and that one might have just sealed their fate.
Yeah, and that's the nature of the 2-minute drill. The offense trying to go downfield and make their plays. But defenses, they're sitting back watching everything that they do, but not too far back. They want to be in position to make a play on the ball, and that they did.
Yeah. Run that back,
I fell
Turbo.
deep down in that mud, baby, now I'm climbing out. They think it'll be us when they finding out. I be taking straight losses lately, what you crying about? I done put blood, sweat, and tears in, just what I'm dying about. Know it costs to live this life, boy, ain't no signing out. Them boy can't eat on my team, they gotta stay for round. They gon' be talking loud, block out the south. Gotta know who gon' get it done, whether we home or out of town. In the state, gon' run them down.
Yeah, back in my bag again. I started rapping to jump out of oh yeah, my daddy's son. Around that time I was on my grind trying to change where my mama lived. But that was for us, this ain't for me. I ain't never had ill intent. I do what it take to win. I came first place again. I'm coming too hard, know they want to see me fall. I ain't never gonna let them win. I've been on my grind, but man, I don't skate. I'm putting up race, I ain't doing no days, no they couldn't relate. Can't even touch for my heart in the safe. I'm trying to get out the hood to the lake. I'm with the crib with the leg in the back. QB sneaky, getting attacked. Go through the hole like cat in the hat. This a Hellcat, this ain't no scat. Doing a dash, you know what I mean? Doing my big one, letting them see it. And I'm gonna put on for my whole team.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. Today we've got a fun AFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Baltimore Ravens. Harrison Butker set to get us started. It's two AFC powerhouses, the Chiefs and Ravens, underway in Baltimore. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25.
DC, ready?
Double tight. 4 down.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That good for 22 and a first down. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And a good push there defensively as they stop him at the 48. Gain of just 1.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
2nd and 9.
Finish it hot. Sit hot. 180. 13. We got 3.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Here's 3rd and 6. Jackson now. They set up the screen for Dobbins. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great one.
And the Chiefs are going to get him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Yeah, offenses always try to be smart about when they're trying to dial up a screen to the running back, because they understand you can only go to the well so many times in a game without the defense starting to anticipate the call.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. Well, you know, paramount for this defense is trying to keep Lamar Jackson somewhat contained when he tries to run. They did a pretty good job of it there.
And you know it's so difficult for every defense that has to prepare for Lamar Jackson? You have to think and play at the same time. And I know that sounds like something you're supposed to do, but when you have to think about your assignments against him, it often slows down your feet. You don't move as fast. You got to be prepared for this guy every step of the way and then try and match his athleticism.
Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at the 20.
He's crashing. He's checking crash.
Now the Georgia Southern man. This is Jerick McKinnon. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Fight on these two. Let's go all day. Check 20.
On first down, they go back to Pacheco. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5. Here's a 2nd and 5.
You gonna see me in your nightmare. Kill. Hey, 57. Hey, turn it up. Hey, check Mike.
From midfield, here's Mahomes. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
When
with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Hey, check Mike, Mike 6, Mike 6. Come to my work. Yellow, we want it. Come to my work.
Shotgun snap to Mahomes.
Let's go.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Chiefs first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like
yeah,
that?
yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. To put a score in here, long way to go. But you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, do I have that dagger play? Do I have that play and just finish them off right now? Because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
Tight right, tight right. 3 down.
On first down, Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
Yellow.
2nd down and a yard.
They can't hang with us. Check.
From the gun, they will run with McKinnon. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Hey, watch your leg. Mike 6. Mike 6.
Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
57.
Who we got?
Hey, check Mike.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. A dump down to McKinnon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
Too easy.
Attack.
Mike 6. I don't think you got it.
Working from the gun, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the ground. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there, because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice game.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. Dancing to his left. His throw caught at about the 5. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Under 10. 15.
Check 3. Hatchet. Hey, alert 3.
2nd down, McKinnon. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up 1st and goal.
One thing I do know that offensive linemen like, they like a guy who's carrying the ball that will take what is blocked. Not try and create a big play and maybe take a loss, not try and go where the blocking isn't. But if it's just all that's there and you just put your head and your shoulders down and get that, you get the respect of the big guys up front.
Here we go now on 1st and goal.
36.
They'll try with McKinnon. And he is in. Touchdown, Kansas City. Jerick McKinnon taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Chiefs post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. So that a great sequence for these guys to begin the ball game. They force the punt on one end, then come right down the field and score on the other.
And that's a great example of leaning on each other and building a little momentum that way. How about the defense forcing the punt, turns it over to the offense with confidence, and they take it downfield and score.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And his kick is good to make it 7-0 KC. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. From his end zone, here comes Justice Hill. And he returns this to the 22. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They'll be looking to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 is the score as they begin with a first down. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 56 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him, but don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside that can run a play down.
Nobody leaked. Big play. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Jackson steps away to his left. And he's going to go down again. That was Nick Bolton rushing in and burying him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. He'll look to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that'll bring up 4th down. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Jackson. A desperation heave for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. Well, the decision there, 4th and goal. They go for it, but this ball intercepted in the end zone.
Hey, how about some applause for the stand by this defense? Just to force them into a 4th and goal situation was one thing, but then to get the interception, keep them off the scoreboard, that's a job very well done.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Just the one touchdown in that first half. 7-0 our score as we get going in quarter number 3. And we see James. He will not return it, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things.
Looking for Kelsey there, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And he will bring this back. back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there, and they'll go backwards right away. Now Mahomes throwing on 2nd down. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. So he'll be stopped here for no gain. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up. Check.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes on the move to his left. Able to find the open man. That's complete. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion.
Yellow. Let's go on, Eddie.
Get your swerve on. Kill.
Pacheco gets it up the gut. Down to about the 45.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
That's track. Like 15. 6. All day.
Hey, check Mike.
They go play fake. Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. A pass complete downfield. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he will finally be taken out of bounds. A big play there for KC. 44 yards.
And this is one of the toughest parts about being a defensive back. When a play breaks down like this, you're taught to plaster to a receiver. Find the nearest one and adhere yourself to him. But you can only stay with the receiver so long if the play continues to develop. He knows where he's going. You do not.
Pacheco. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Attack!
Throwing now is Mahomes. And that is caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Marquez Valdez-Scantling from 3 yards out. And the Chiefs have taken the lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself. No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. Hill going to sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Being chased out left. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
Oh, partner, just a second earlier, and they might have had him because they certainly thought they were going to close in and drop him behind the line of scrimmage, but he had just enough time to dodge the pressure, and he ends up getting yardage before being stopped.
Eluding the pressure right. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
George Karlaftis
able to finally wrestle him down for what's just going to be a huge loss, and it takes us to 4th down as well. Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now in Baltimore. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. On the return, it's James, able to fight through 1 tackle. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. On play action, it's Mahomes. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. A critical error there in a tight game in the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th, rush coming, and he's taken down.
Leo Chanel,
the outside linebacker, coming up to drop him for a loss of a full 10 yards.
This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front and getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
And pressure coming, and they got him once again. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now they'll throw here out of the gun.
Oh, and that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanketed the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 76 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
An 18-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. We talk so often about how hard it is to win in the NFL when you turn the ball over. And here a late turnover leads to a 4th quarter touchdown and a 2-score lead.
And what's more important is being able to take advantage when a turnover presents itself. You've got to come up with points to make the other guy pay. They're able to do so here, and they've got a pretty good chance now of winning this football game.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Hill going to think better of bringing this one out, and the drive will start at the 25. Here's 1st and 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
Mike Edwards picks it off.
If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
Man, to put it mildly, look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be